I sit down, I turn on the really loud music, incredibly loud. I have my own studio apart from the house, so no one can hear it. I light incense, I drink tea. I turn off all the lights except for the glow of the computer screen, and I write. And I love seeing what happens. Now, what ends up happening by about page 80 is, by page 80 you go, I don't know where I am in this book. Like, this better go somewhere. Like, there's a lot of risk involved, because it's a high wire act. If you fall, there's no net. If you're at page 80 and there's nothing there, you're stuck. But I started this book with nothing. So I thought, well, I better get something. This is really loose. So I did basically the movie script structure. I hung 5 clothespins, effectively. The open, the end of Act 1, the middle of Act 2, the end of Act 2, the end of Act 3. If I know those 5 points, then then the train has some direction. And then what I would do is I'd say, okay, so here's the end of Act 1, which is page 70 in my book. I need to have Timmy here. So just have fun, have fun, have fun, but make sure by then you're there. I think it's a lot like Curb Your Enthusiasm on HBO. I think it's how he does. Like, to me, that's a really funny comedy. But if you look at the script, so a half-hour television show should have a 30-page script, right? A minute per page. His script is like 8 pages. So all it is for the scene is, by the end of it, you have to know Jeff's buying the car. And then have your conversation. Talk about the Dodgers, talk about everyone. But at the end, you got to get that. But he kept that loose, so you could have the spontaneity, which I think a lot of comedies do that now. So I'm doing the same thing, but with books. One time, I'll tell you this quick story because it's funny. It makes me look like a bit of an idiot. But I was at the UCLA Book Festival, or USC, one of the two, and they made the mistake of putting me on the stage with these other writers, one of whom was a professor of literature at UCLA. And the question was, how do you prepare to write your book? And so the professor just looks like a professor with a tweed jacket and the whole bit. Takes the mic and he goes, I begin by writing 10,000 pages. 10,000 pages of notes on the characters. I know what they eat for breakfast. I know where they were when they were 6. I'm not going to use that in the book, but I know everywhere they've been. That's about a 2-year process. When that's up and I know everything, I begin writing the book. And so the answer was a lot longer than that, but that's the gist of it. So they okay, great. They hand the mic over to me. I turn on really loud music and type as fast as I can. I think he must have looked at me like, God, why am I on the stage with this guy? But I make fun of it, but I think he's losing something. There's so much to be said for spontaneity. You're so much funnier like that than you are when you ponder it and ponder it. You kill jokes that way. You overthink them. My least funny jokes are the ones I think about too much. I also will swing and miss completely when I do it that way, but I do hit some home runs. I don't know. That's my theory. I'm sure there are many ways to do it, but that's how I do it.